Without much ado, I know we are running a little bit late with the technical difficulties. My presentation today is from discord to harmony, insights from Vedic wisdom, and on conflict resolution.
And the time will be 12 minutes.
Okay.
And 3 minutes for question answer session.
This is not. Okay. Not ready.
Gold.
It worked. Yes. Before, Ashutosh ji gave us a beautiful prayer. The prayer invocation could be several lines, but the simplest of all is Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This mantra, chanted for millennia, from the Vedas to the Upanishads, and continuing into the present and beyond, invokes peace on all levels, individual, interpersonal, and cosmic. Shanti mantras always end with they start with the Om syllable and 3 repetitions of word Shanti. One being the Adibhaudika realm, that can be a source of obstacles from the external world, animals, people, natural disasters. Divine, Adibhaudika, a source of obstacles coming from the extrasensory world, outside of ourselves, and internal, Adhyatmika, the source arising out of one's own body, such as pain, diseases, and even mental afflictions. And many of us, previous panelists, they were mentioning, we should all begin from inside first, in and out, right? So they are the Papa prayers, and we have to address them. The Shanti mantra, the mantra guides us towards inner peace, understanding, and alignment with the natural order, ultimately leading to harmonious solutions. In the midst of conflict, these mantras are like beaches, seeds of change, suggesting a starting point for a transformation. Harmony is not just absence of conflict, but the ability to navigate it with wisdom and compassion. True harmony arises when diverse voices come together in unison, not by erasing differences, but by weaving into them collective strength, much like the Rig Vedas call for diversity, unity in diversity. Sangachatvam Samvadatvam, the mantra. Move together, speak in one voice, let your minds be in harmony. And interestingly, this is month of September, and each September, the United Nations International Day of Peace is honored. The ideal of peace through mutual understanding, respect, and open dialogue. And very interestingly, we are aligning with that. You were right about it. Next slide, please.
यहाँ से ऑपरेट नहीं होता, वहीं से होता। मैं उधर से करता हूँ।
इधर PDF?
Yes, it's a PDF.
Okay, maybe that's the reason.
That's the reason.
PDF से दिखा।
Next slide.
It's okay.
You can scroll through, right? Just crossing.
Yeah, you can go to the next one, please.
Scroll down.
Due to PDF, there is something.
Just scroll down. Okay, then scroll right side. Right side, there is scroll bar.
In full screen.
I need conference.
good. You know,
I can keep going on. In today's fast-paced and interconnected world, we often find ourselves with complex challenges and conflicts. While modern society has made significant strides in various fields, there is a growing recognition of the need for timeless wisdom to guide us through these turbulent times. Conflict refers to disagreement or differences of opinion. However, when managed effectively, it can be effective, fostering team building, critical thinking, innovation, and alternative solutions. Effective conflict management is a vital skill and essential for the success of teams, groups, and organizations. Of course, we were talking at different countries' conflict resolutions as well in the broader picture today. Modern conflict resolution strategies often focus on reactive measures, power dynamics, and techniques like negotiation and moderation, mediation. While effective for immediate issues, they often neglect proactive management and the root causes of conflict, risking future discord. They may overlook preventive measures and inner transformation, fostering communication but failing to address the emotions and biases that drive conflict. Now, we are all gathered here for the very reason that to kind of refresh that our Vedic system, Vedic framework is much broader. Integrating the Vedic framework to bridge these gaps emphasizes inner peace, self-awareness, and ethical living. A more holistic approach is developed, addressing both the external dynamics of conflict and the internal motivations behind it. The Vedic tradition advocates for personal transformation. There is a much stress on the transformation, inner transformation itself that could guide and be a better peacemaker in resolving conflicts. While the complexities of the modern world are undeniable, perhaps the solutions lie not just in new strategies, but definitely in revisiting ancient wisdom. That answers one of the questions one of our audience had previously. Yes, we are on this slide. This is good. If you can, thank you. So in today's fast-paced world, we already passed through that. The disconnect is the source. Disconnect from our core values is the source for the conflicts, both inner and outer. As we gather to explore solutions for conflict resolution, it's essential to recognize the relevance of the Vedic wisdom. This ancient knowledge is not merely a relic, but a profound resource that continues to offer insights into the challenges we face in modern times. By speaking about Vedic wisdom today, we affirm its existence and relevance in our lives. It's not something to be relegated to history books, as mentioned earlier, and forgotten in the midst of modernity. Instead, it is a living tradition that can guide us toward greater harmony. That is a given, providing sustainable solutions. Our aim is not just to preserve these teachings, but to actively integrate them into our lives, as our Shastri ji right in the morning, and HUA is taking a great initiative to enforce the dinacharya. So integrating it into our daily lives is a very essential part, ensuring that the benefits are neither ignored nor erased, but embraced, revitalized, and to the betterment of the society. The answer lies in the Vedic tradition, offers a unique blend of wisdom, practical applicability. Unlike texts that focus solely on ethical precepts, the Vedas delve into human consciousness. That's the next level we can touch on. The societal dynamics and interconnectedness of all beings. And pretty much this is answering to the question from the audience, why one person? Because it starts from us, and definitely there is the cosmos that we are always thinking about. I mean, there is no individualistic thought which never was propagated or even spoken upon. Started individual, and end with the cosmos. The merging, the Purnatvam, is the essential of our Vedic principles. This holistic approach provides a comprehensive framework, and you cannot stop talking so much about it. And next slide. The elements, when we talk about the forces that act upon us and around us, there are various components, aspects of existence that contribute to harmony. They can include physical elements, the natural world, including the 5 elements of Panchamahabhutas, everybody knows most of them, which are believed to be in balance when working properly within and around us. Cosmic forces, the interaction of cosmic forces such as the Kala, Akasha, and the energies of the divine which maintain the order, rhythm of the universe. And there are these human aspects, the mental, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of human beings. Balance in thoughts, emotions, and actions is key to personal and societal harmony. Now, the external, the social and relational elements, the way individuals, communities, and societies interact with one another. In essence, the elements represent the various layers of their existence, from the material to the metaphysical, that need to be aligned in balance for true harmony to prevail and be sustained. This understanding of harmony as an active process is central to the Vedic approach of life. Next slide, please. The Vedic antidote. The Vedic antidote is rooted in the idea that by aligning ourselves with cosmic principles such as dharma, karma, and satya, we can transform discord into harmony. The dharma, many of us talk about it, or at least we assume we know about it, is the principle of righteousness, guides us to act in harmony, and it fosters justice, compassion, and fairness. Karma reminds us that actions have consequences. Satya, the value of truth, emphasizes the importance of honesty and integrity. Next slide, please. And this particular slide is essential. Now that we have been talking about Hindu, Sanatana Dharma, and Dharma, before dwelling into the core concepts, it is necessary to understand the terms and relationship between Sanatana Dharma and Dharma. Sanatana Dharma provides the universal foundation for Dharma, with Sanatana Dharma representing the eternal, unchanging truths that govern the cosmos, while Dharma being the practical application of these truths in our daily life. This relationship can be seen as one principle and the other as practice. Sanatana Dharma is the eternal principle, and Dharma is living in harmony with it. And I was trying to play with words, how the language becomes such an important part. The language defining conflict and resolution. Just a word mapping here. When we talk about discord, and just the words they themselves kind of create some kind of a disturbance within us, which can be surfaced, imposed with the better harmonious words like samadhana, mela, shanti, mitrata, sauhardra, sadbhava, sneha. There is the Vedic power language. Next slide. Quick approach to conflict resolution, exploring our Vedic frameworks. Dharma, karma were already mentioned. There is the principle of ahimsa. Next slide. They were yajnas and rituals. Yajnas served as symbols of commitment to reconciliation and harmony, extending beyond religious practices to social functions. And there was this abundance of wisdom literature. The Vedas offered guidance on ethical conduct and conflict resolution strategies, informing judges, mediators, and disputants. There were also astrological considerations to determine favorable times for negotiations, influencing decision-making in complex disputes. and there was the spiritual healing part, including forgiveness, the divine interventions, the scope for it, but used to address the underlying causes of conflict. And there was this great empowered Guru Sishya tradition, seeking advice from the respected Guru, reflecting their authority in worldly and spiritual matters. There was arbitration by kings, now with our present leaders, and councils. They arbitrated disputes with a focus on justice, fairness, and legal precedence. And as one of the speakers they are mentioned earlier, legacy and tradition. Conflict resolutions often involved honoring ancestral customs and maintaining continuity with traditional practices. The Vedas, a quick deep dive, the Chatushraya, the four Vedas, each of this is bundled with enormous amount of information. In the Rig Veda, for example, the verses 10.191, with the yajna, the sacrifice performed by a priest, invoked to carry offerings to devas, it speaks importance of dharma and divine guidance in ensuring righteous actions. In Atharva Veda, there is the source of 19.9.14, Samananiva Akudihi. This verse reflects the Vedic vision of a harmonious existence with all aspects of life being in sync, contributing to a balanced and sustained world. There is the Yajurveda, known for its sacrificial rituals, also offers principles of Vedic governance and leadership, particularly in the Dharmīkarana. And the Samaveda, the concept of Samadhana, emphasizes harmonizing conflicting elements through balanced meditation, highlighting its relevance in contemplating contemporary meditation practices. Across the four Vedas, the concept of rhythm, this was also introduced in the morning for us. The Rig Veda stands out, emphasizing the essential role, the fundamental principle of cosmic order and truth, and further exploration reveals the transformative potential of Vedic practices such as the Mantra Vidya. Somewhat it aligns with the Sama Veda, the science of sound vibrations in calming turbulent emotions and fostering constructive dialogues in conflict zones. Vedanta, another body of knowledge, is a significant aspect of Vedic thought itself, explores Atman and Maya, showing that conflicts often arise from ego-driven perceptions of separateness. By recognizing the oneness of all beings and practicing detachment vairagya, individuals can cultivate compassion and approach conflict resolution more peacefully. And the Vedic wisdom on harmony, the Samarasya, is a central principle in Vedic philosophy. It encompasses not only human relations, but also a profound sense with the cosmos. This is a quick framework that we can do a comparative study applying Vedic wisdom to modern conflict resolution, reveals timeless principles for fostering deeper understanding, enduring harmony. We can touch on mindfulness and emotional intelligence. We can look at the word Vedic perspective and a similarity with the modern application. Mindfulness practices can be brought in stress reduction and improved decision making. Collaborative problem solving. The Vedic perspective itself relies on harmonious outcomes. Modern application, the collaborative problem solving. We can merge these and keep our old tradition alive as we are going forward. Cultural competence, Vedic perspective, respects diverse cultural nuances. Modern application too. We can design, recognizing, appreciating cultural differences. Restorative justice. Vedic was always focused on healing and addressing the root causes of conflict. The modern application, we could design restorative justice practices that emphasize reconciliation, reparation, and community building. There is this education and empowerment. Vedic perspective was always emphasized on personal growth and self-mastery, and we can take it to the modern application and design training and education programs, environmental and social responsibility. We all know the Vedas, they were always about our environment, and we can incorporate principles from the Vedas to the modern application. The legal and ethical compliances, our Arthashastra, they already mentioned about that earlier. And there is this continuous learning, and we are also on the path of ongoing professional development and staying updated on emerging trends in conflict resolution, but never forgetting our lifelong learning, the pursuit of knowledge, and keeping our age-old tradition alive along with us. And we can devise innovative mechanisms, create and adaptable approaches, and definitely we can always explore new and innovate conflict resolution techniques, mediation or peer mediation. One last time, and I will conclude this. And this is just a nutshell what the Vedas are providing, what beyond Vedas are providing, the Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, the Manusmriti, Arthashastra. And all these we lead and emphasize the holistic approach, the unique blend of philosophy and practicality in Vedic teachings, the interconnectedness of all beings and the universe, the emphasis again and again on inner transformation. And the call to action, let us embrace the wisdom of the Vedas and strive to resolve conflicts with compassion, understanding, and a commitment to the well-being of all. The journey from discourse